All right. Welcome to Assisting Hands Friday Finish. No, it's not deja vu. The very first time I tried to go live, I spoke for like 5 minutes on mute. So you might saw my slides. Maybe people like that better when I'm not talking. So I'll get started over here. Sorry for that. And probably the two people that are watching, probably sorry for the inconvenience. So I'm going to share my screen so we can start over. And I was doing a great job. So I don't know, I'll probably make a few gaffes here. So anyway, welcome to the Friday Finish. I'm Eric Rohr. I'm the owner of Assisting Hands, serving kind of the greater Richmond area. We're a home care agency, and our goal is to help you remain happy and at home. We have our clients we can take clients of any age. We've had a client as young as 4 years old, and we have a current client that's over 100 years old. We provide support for the activities of daily living for anybody wherever they call their home. That can be in a traditional home, assisted living, independent living, active adult communities. We can go and provide that support wherever you call home. So again, our goal is to help you remain happy and at home. All right, we're going to go through the list of things that were going on this week. It was a busy week. The month of November is Home Care and Hospice Month. So we're celebrating all the home care workers and hospice workers. And part of what we're doing is next week, in conjunction with Executive Care, Home Care, Bickford Senior Living, Bliley's, Blue Ridge, and Dispatch Health, we're providing a drive-through lunch for all the hospice and healthcare workers who sign up. So if you're interested, there's 2 dates, one for the West End on Tuesday and one for the South Side on Thursday. Contact me and I'll get you to Jennifer, or if you can see Jennifer's contact information at the bottom of the screen in the circle, please reach out to her. I think we have over 100 people that have already signed up, and so the more the merrier. Last week, I talked about I won a trivia contest. So this week I got my prize. So Cheryl Toller from the Crossings brought by Chick-fil-A lunch. And she brought way more than the office team here at Assisting Hands could handle. So we invited the folks from Encompass Hospice to join us, and they helped us take down that big Chick-fil-A nugget platter. Thank you very much, Cheryl. And thanks to the Encompass folks for helping me and the office team eat Chick-fil-A. As you all know, we were the finalists in the Richmond Times-Dispatch Best Contest. So I actually had some special cookies made up, and I delivered those all over the greater Richmond area and down to Petersburg. So these are some of the people I took the cookies to. Bill Humphreys at Crater Community Hospice, Christy Norton at Dunlop House. And then we saw Cheryl again, repaid the favor at the Crossings at Iron Bridge, then swung by Auburn Hill. And then we went to the Crossings at Bon Air, and then went over to Anthology, which is a brand new assisted living and memory care community that's opening on Robius Road in Midlothian. And then finally, I made my way to Brookdale, Midlothian, Everly at Short Pump, which is an active adult community that just had their first residents moving in. And then went over to Harmony at Hanover. They have assisted living and memory care, but they're going to be opening a new independent living community starting, I think, in late Q1 2021. So anyway, love going by and seeing people in person. We were socially distanced with all the paper face coverings, but it was really good to go out and see people. And I wanted to celebrate them being the best, because them being the best is really what inspires us to be the best here at Assisting Hands. All right, we had our 4th virtual dementia workshop yesterday. That went really well. We have another one coming up in December. I'll be posting about that soon. And so that'll be, I think, December 10th. It's the second Thursday of December. So we're really excited about those. We're getting great feedback, and Kathy's doing a great job on those. All right, one of my favorite things to talk about is my caregivers. All right, so we know everybody's heard me talk about our STAR program. So STAR stands for Setting Targets, Achieving Results. And so we have our new stars, which are all the people that completed orientation and are ready to go do cases for us. We had 5 people, Sheila, Latanya, Angelina, Eileen, and Regina complete orientation. We're really excited, and I believe all of them already may be on cases, so it's great. Our Great Start program, remember that, we're going to key into that, is after your first 100 hours, you earn a cash bonus. Lance did that, and he is just phenomenal. He did that in like record time. He got 100 hours under his belt real quick. And then our Shining Star is ongoing, and you can earn, that's a $500 bonus that you can earn after every 250 hours that you kind of follow some very simple rules that you can control. And so Shiandra won that, and we have people that have won multiple Shining Star, because if you stay with us, you're going to keep getting bonuses. So I love talking about this, and the caregivers are really what make us great. And it's probably the most important thing that we do, because it ensures we have really great service. And I love connecting with all the caregivers. Now that brings us to our shout out of the week. And I'm really excited about that. And then it just dovetails really nicely into our conversation about caregivers. So our shout out guest is Michelle Henry with a Fresh Start Healthcare. Michelle, take yourself off mute and say hi to everybody.
Hello, everybody out there in Facebook world.
Yes. So Michelle had to sit through my first 5-minute on mute. And so she's getting a second go at this. So Michelle, I'm really excited to have you on. You and I were chatting earlier. So, you know, I've kind of asked around about different places that do training of caregivers, and I've gotten a lot of good feedback that Fresh Start is the place you want to kind of deal with. So I met Michelle at a networking event probably 2 or 3 weeks ago. I can't really remember. And she was with Teresa Mason, who is the owner of a Fresh Start. And so it got my wheels turning, and I thought, look, I need to bring these folks on for them to talk about what they do. So we're going to jump into it. So Michelle, tell me a little bit about the story of Fresh Start Healthcare, and the floor is yours.
Well, thank you so much, Eric. We really appreciate you giving us the opportunity to chat about what we do here at Fresh Start Healthcare. So thanks so much again for having me on board here. So Fresh Start Healthcare is a healthcare education company. We actually have been in business for more than 18 years. We started out with Teresa Mason, our owner, who was conducting CPR and first aid training classes, and she was mobile. She really, was one of the pioneers of that. So she was bringing that base level of education to people in the workplace, in large community gatherings, in the office environment, and it continued to expand. Her background is she's a certified pharmacy technician, and is one of the original certified pharmacy technicians who has their licensure in Virginia. And she has actually been instrumental in their programming. She is also a registered nurse. She is my hero because she actually pursued that degree later in life. And she is proof that anyone can do anything. And she has an absolutely beautiful testimony of how education has changed her life and changed where she came from, and what she has come to be with Fresh Start Healthcare. But over the past 18 years, we have expanded our healthcare programs to include not only pharmacy technician program, we educate PCAs, or personal care aides. These are people who deliver direct care on the front lines. We also train CNAs, which are known as certified nurse aides. Those are people who have received more than 120 hours of specialized training that allow them to be in a healthcare or home health environment and to deliver frontline healthcare. We do continuing education. We still teach CPR and first aid. We've taught OSHA classes and safe serve classes. And basically, what we do is we stand in the gap and work with the community at large to provide educational opportunities for those who otherwise might not have considered moving on from, a high school education, or even those who haven't achieved a high school education. Some of the programs that we offer do not require a GED or a high school education. But if you want to really build a person's confidence, when you empower them to be able to succeed on their own, it gives something to them that no one can take away. And that's part of what one of the goals that we have here at Fresh Start Healthcare.
Yeah, I love that story. And, I've heard Teresa speak about that. And what I love is that you guys have the philosophy that you're not just trying to collect a fee and give someone a piece of paper and then that's it. You are trying to give them literally a fresh start and
Yes.
a career path. This isn't a paycheck you're trying to get them to. You're trying to get them to a career because they can progress. It's a fresh start and they don't have to stop at a PCA or CNA. And I'm sure you probably have stories of people going on, become RNs and the like, that really start building a career that's meaningful and important.
Yes. Yes. And the wonderful thing about what we do, which is kind of outside of a traditional secondary education model, is we enable people to obtain marketable skills, which means that they can start working and earning a living and going down their career path very quickly. We're not, four-year institutions and large student loans and significant debt in order to enter the workforce. Now, that being said, it's a great stepping off point, especially for people who have thought that they're outside of what the traditional, four-year college degree or even two-year college degree might be. And it's a wonderful stepping off point because we do have so many success stories of people who started as a PCA, which is 40 hours of training. That certification, once you've obtained that, that can't be taken from you. That's a stepping stone for you to becoming a CNA and a registered med aid. And those are licensures. You are licensed by the Board of Nursing in order to do that. You can become a pharmacy technician and you'd get national certification through PTCB, and you would obtain your registration through the Board of Pharmacy. We have people who have worked their way up from the very basic level of PCA, which is a great way to get introduced to the world of healthcare.
Mhm.
And they have moved on up to, CNA and LPN and RN and administrators, and it's assisted living. Basically what our goal is to show you is that the sky's the limit. And
Yeah.
if you have a goal or a dream in mind, we're there to walk that with you to help you be the best that you can be. So,
Yeah, no, I love it. And so talk to me a little bit about, um, are you all doing this in person, online? Kind of talk to me about how COVID may have changed what you all are doing.
well, like pretty much everything else in the world, and especially in healthcare, um, COVID has changed a lot about the way that we deliver classes. Traditionally, we were an in person and hands on delivering that training in a traditional live classroom setting. Since COVID has happened, we have catapulted ourselves into the world of blended learning and online learning. We offer hybrid classes. We also offer exclusively online classes. One wonderful thing about what we do is we are really in tune with the asynchronous classes that are accessible anytime online. The platforms that we use are really user friendly and very versatile. So you can use it from your smartphone. You can use it from an iPad. You can use it from a tablet. You can use it from a laptop, a traditional desktop, but you're not limited in what you have to do in order to get it. Now, that being said, you're still receiving the stellar educational training that our reputation is known for. Um, but it just allows us to reach even more people in a platform. So if you have the goal in mind that you want to enter healthcare, but you're having to work somewhere else to support yourself and your family in the meantime, you can take our asynchronous classes anytime, 11 o'clock at night, 4 o'clock in the morning, whatever time of day that you need to. You can clock the hours to obtain the training that you need. And then you can move on to getting checked off on skills, return skills demonstration, if that's part of your curriculum, and as well taking advantage of our assistance to help you place yourself in the next step of your career. Because as you said, Eric, we met at a networking event. One of the main reasons we attend networking events with Fresh Start Healthcare is to broaden the community of possible employers for our graduates, because we hold our graduates to a very high standard. When you walk in the door as a Fresh Start Healthcare graduate, you can walk into basically any healthcare setting within the Richmond area and actually across the state, because we have instructors in place across the state of Virginia. And you have the ability to put yourself ahead of other applicants because of the quality education that you have received with us.
I love that. And I love that. I love your all's whole philosophy. I will say this. I love the fact that you guys catapulted. I love that action kind of visual with all this we have just adopted an online training as well. So people, as you know, PCAs and CNAs need to get 12 hours of training every year to maintain their certification.
Yes.
We provide that to our caregivers for free. We actually pay them for training, and they can take those units anytime that they want when it's convenient for them. And so we've adopted a similar style because, as you said, many times they may need to have another job, or they may have duties at home they need to take care of, and it's not convenient for them to show up on a Saturday or at night or early in the morning for training. We want to make that available to where they are and meet them where they are. So I love that you all are doing that. We've adopted a similar kind of platform as well. So that's great stuff. All right, so let's talk a little bit about jobs. So do you help your students find jobs?
Yes, we do. Networking in the community, as I've said, is a huge part of what we do. We believe in a whole person model of education, meaning we are not only educating the mind, we are educating the heart as well. We believe that you have to show up to be ready to start your career. So we walk alongside you in that journey. We're not just going to give you a class and say, okay, you've graduated, here's your piece of paper. No, we have lots of job leads. We have leads for scholarships for some people who might need assistance to do that. We have leads for interviews. We will help you to be successful in an interview. We will talk to you about professional appearance if you need assistance with that. We will do mock interviews with you if that's what you need. We will give you leads of places in your area who are hiring. We have direct relationships with people like yourself, people who are administrators in assisted living, directors of nursing, executive directors. We have formed relationships, personal relationships with all of these people so that we can bring our students in front of them. And we don't always only just put them in front of these potential employers, we come along with them.
Wow, that's awesome. You don't just leave them, like you said, you're not a collect a fee and then give them a piece of paper and shoo them out the door and we don't care what happens. I love that.
Exactly.
All right. So I have something, I think, along that. Obviously, we're always looking for good caregivers. You guys are always training good caregivers, PCAs and CNAs. So I've just sat down and I think there's a really good opportunity for us to partner. So I like to look at this as you can go from a fresh start with you all to a great start with Assisting Hands Home Care. And so and this is just for Fresh Start Healthcare, PCA and CNA graduates. They can earn a $300 bonus after 100 hours with Assisting Hands. And that's better than our current Great Start program that I described earlier. And
Yes.
so, and I think for PCAs, that would pay for their entire PCA training right now.
It would pay. Yep. It would nearly pay for their entire training.
Yeah. And so I'm really excited about this. And so, you can reach out to a Fresh Start, or you can reach out to Assisting Hands to see how you can get to go from a fresh start to a great start. And we're really excited about that. And I've spoken to Michelle and Teresa about some other things that I think we're going to be doing in partnership with them, because I think that we have the same philosophy, and I think that we're all about the same thing in terms of helping people better their lives through education and career. So that's great. All right, so I'm putting up Michelle's information on the screen. That if you want to reach out to her, there's her phone number, there's her email address. You can go to freshstarthealthcare.com. They're on Facebook, and you can always call us. So anyway, thanks, Michelle. Anything else you want to say before you sign off?
I just want to say thank you so much, Eric. I appreciate you allowing us the time to talk about what we do to invest in the community. And we're super excited about the partnership with Assisting Hands, so that we may both invest in our community together. So thank you so much for the opportunity.
Yep. Well, thank you so much. All right. We just have one more thing. I'm going to always encourage you guys to go to our YouTube channel where we put all of our video content. Our dementia workshops, we just put a new one up there this Friday finished, along with all the other ones we put on there in case you want to go back and watch them. I'm sure if you ever want to binge watch it rather than some other Netflix series, feel free. And when you go, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you're alerted to any time we put new content on there. That'll be it for the Friday finish. Have a great weekend, and we look forward to seeing you guys next week. Thanks again, and talk to you later.